can't eat white meat anyway.
Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef.
Why the
Wagyu beef? Wasn't he the kid in Transformers?
Hello, you beautiful people. Listen, if you enjoy watching our podcast, we are on Patreon, and that's patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. You get to see a lot more of us, and obviously, you're helping support us in what we're doing. Matty, what can they expect on the Patreon?
And if you just don't want to wait for the release of the public episode, you get early access to all public episodes at least 48 hours before. And not only that,
you can get a minimum of 2 exclusive Patreon episodes a month. Obviously, if you've got the time available, we'll throw a third and a fourth in. But don't get fucking greedy, alright? Don't be getting greedy. Also, already on there, in the back catalogue, there's a few Patreon specials where the lads gone out with cameras. We've had a laugh. We've gone to Ninja Warrior where I folded Bobby in half. We went to the driving range where Danny deep-throated the fucking 3 wood and was in bits. It was fantastic. What else, Dan?
Yeah, so the Patreon, basically, as Bobby said earlier, it's another way for you to support us in what we're doing, more so than you already do. But it's an easier way for you to get in touch with us as well. So if you want to have some input in the content that's getting produced on the Patreon, you subscribe to the Patreon and you can message us directly on there, and one of us 4 will see it. We will respond and we'll take what you're saying into account. You're getting the backlog of the specials that are already there, and there's going to be at least one a month coming every month from now on. You're getting a minimum of 2 Patreon exclusive episodes a month, which you will only see if you're on the Patreon and the early access. You're getting all that bundled in, and it's £4 a month. So if that's something you want to see, you want to get more involved, you like us and you want to see more of us, patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. Link down in the description. We love you. Hello, welcome back. Episode number 48
Is
of
it?
the What's Happening
48.
podcast.
Yes.
We're approaching the big 5-0.
Whoa!
How cool's that?
Wow, 5 and 0.
48 episodes in.
Halfway to 100.
Well, it's halfway to 90.
If you pass maths.
It's halfway to something.
96. There you go, boys.
I said 98. That was halfway to...
So we're here today in the studio with Matty. Say hello, Matty.
Hello.
Wait there. Matty, you've been on for one.
Hello.
No, wait there. Let's see these shoes. Oh, it's not Matty.
Oh, no, they're real.
They're real. So, say hello, Chris.
Hello.
You've all seen Chris. You met Chris.
You met Chris.
Chris has been on once or twice already.
Have you been on with Chris?
No, I was on when he was off.
First time.
Oh, yeah.
Matty, apparently.
First time I've met Chris in person.
Chris is...
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Chris
Nice
is
guy,
fucking...
He's a very nice guy.
Chris doesn't put
We had a
sauce.
cake,
Chris doesn't put sauce on his sausage butty. He's left discussed that.
And Danny has fucking barbecue sauce on his.
I don't have barbecue sauce on anything because I don't touch children. But why the fuck don't you put sauce on a sausage butty?
Oh, yeah. I'll elaborate this. Did you not say right?
He reckons.
No.
Because I asked you this question, you went,
Right.
if you butter it just right, you don't need it.
Those words.
Exactly.
Never
That's
tried.
exactly-
Do you have toast or bread?
Toast.
Do you?
That's
Toast,
understandable.
buttered, sausage, bacon. Happy days.
Nah.
No sauce.
The only reason-
Fuck
the
you,
only
like-
I don't have
reason-
sauce. I don't have
The
sauce.
only reason is because
On toast as well.
I don't have sauce. The
If
only
it's on
sauce I'll
toast,
have
you've got it.
I'll have Frank's Red Hot. I'll have like Nando sauce. I'll have like sriracha spicy sauce. I don't do ketchup, mayo,
Really?
brown sauce. Fucking.
What about your brekkie? You just eat your
I don't
brekkie
like
raw?
barbecue
They're
mayo or
plain.
ketchup or brown
No,
sauce.
but the
on
only
bread
thing
is
I've
important, lad.
always been plain when it comes to scram, but the reason I don't have it on like a sausage and bacon on or whatever
It's because I want to taste the
because
sausage.
it tastes better. And like sometimes
butter
as
it
you
just
buy,
like you
you
don't
can put
need
sauce
sauce.
on and it just overpowers the whole taste of it.
So
So,
then
it's pointless.
don't put too much sauce on.
No, because then I'd rather just eat it the way it is. Oh, you can.
I just don't
What
get it,
butter
lad.
did you use, lad?
Margarine.
I've never heard of that olive spread.
Have you ever heard?
I
Can't
should-
believe it's not butter.
What do you mean? It's actually not butter. I thought that was just a marketing ploy. I feel like I've been scammed.
I couldn't live my life without sauce. You know.
I couldn't,
I
lad, you know.
couldn't. Like I didn't realise that I was like, you know, when you squirt in the end of the tomato sauce out on your butty and it's like and like spitting everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like spitting everywhere.
Put water in, shake it up.
That's what it sounds like when you're trying to spit it all out and there's nothing left in it.
That's
So
what
man,
my
I was
that's
joking.
what my jizz sounds like.
I was fucking fuming that there was no sauce left. Got up to eating this butty and then found a full bottle of it. Like behind me thing. Was what it
I've seen a video the other day, some kid, right, he's fucking cooking something and he goes to put like Tommy sauce on it and like it's not coming out. So he puts the lid on and he goes like do like a windmill with it, and the lid just comes off and he just sprays his whole roof.
Oh,
Covered
you'd
in
be
sauce.
fuming.
By the way, can we give a big shout out to Lost Souls? By
Yeah,
the way,
big thanks to the lads over at Lost Souls for sending us out the fresh hoodies. Chris has got Columbia on because he's a rat.
Oh, where's he going? Matty's not here with his for his CLOBBER.
For his 14 to 15 hoodie.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know Lost Souls were fucking in dirty kids now.
yeah, they must need to make clothes, Matty says. But yeah, honestly, boys, thank you so much. It means a lot. If you want to go and check out some of Lost Souls gear, they're on Instagram at lost_souls_ I think, but we'll put the right one on the screen now. Here we go. But yeah, go and check them out on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description. You can go and check out all the gear. It's not all football themed either. They've got some dead nice like hoodies, t-shirts, like jackets and that.
Do you think it's a cocaine? They've got
they,
Pablo Escobar ones.
Yeah, they do actually.
Are they the ones that got that they put the stuff in the shop up on Bow Street, or is that a different brand?
No,
I think
they're
they've
on
got
the-
their own shop now,
On
haven't they?
the docks.
On the top,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Remember, what first kicked them off? Was it remember the gorilla ones?
Yeah.
Remember
It was-
everyone was walking around them gorilla
and
ones?
I've still got the hoodie and ours, the fucking
Pablo Escobar
the eye
one.
hoodie, the Pablo Escobar thing.
Oh, and the
then
eye one as well. Was it the one with the spider on too?
Yeah,
that Lost
I thought
Souls.
it was
It was
a
the
scorpion,
lobster.
wasn't
Was it a no, it was a big
lobster.
spider.
it? Was it a scorpion?
Scorpion. That was
was
a
a scorpion.
scorpion.
Yeah.
Lobster.
Oh no, wasn't that for Rossa? The
SpongeBob?
scorpion was for
Wasn't
Rossa.
that for us there?
Lad, I hate you on my show. They're giving me shit now.
Wasn't that for us
You can
there?
hear it, you fucking shit.
Feel like I'm feel like
right there. That might have been Givenchy. Givenchy. All right.
Sorry, Chris.
Welcome to episode 48. We're joined today by Joe Pasquale.
I'm a bit of a choice today by Louis Spence.
Bread was on.
Aye.
But no, yeah, Chris, thanks for coming down.
Fabulous.
You saved the day, Chris,
That's John
honestly.
fucking-
Proper saved the day. Saved the day.
I'm just leave me alone.
What have you been up to, Chris?
I know, what
I've been up to Chris.
I know, I actually haven't seen you for ages.
I've got a new job since
Have-
last
oh,
time
have-
I've
oh, have
been
you?
on.
Where are you working,
I
Chris?
thought you knew, but I thought I told you about that.
Nah, I
The
don't take
cars.
very much interest
Do
in
what?
life.
Delivering
Lemograph.
cars.
What?
Yeah, what he said.
What are you,
Lemographed.
what are you doing?
Delivering cars.
want it?
What do you mean delivering? So you
So like,
You ever seen Gone in
go-
60 Seconds like that?
So you just
do you want to see the 50?
Sorry, but
Go on.
This is just terrible. This I've just.
Yeah.
come
I know,
on,
I'm
this-
so
this is
sorry.
Save the
what's
day.
going
I
on.
know, he did. I
know,
apologise, Chris.
Sorry.
Sorry, boys.
Go on, go on.
Just you go.
Did you
go-
do the advert for Pink nightclub when it first opened? We're open tonight, and every night. Pink to make the boys wink.
Sorry, Chris, I'm waiting
Sorry,
for
come on.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does.
no,
No, it's gone now.
I'm sorry.
So when you say delivering cars, you mean like dropping cars off to people's houses?
Yeah,
How'd
and
you get
then
back?
dropping them to garages and stuff. Like it's self-employed, so you pick your own work. So you obviously
That's good.
you work yourself around jobs. So you obviously find yourself back, but most of the time you get a job out somewhere and then make sure that you've got a job coming back, or link it up so it's like connect the dots. So you start there.
That makes sense.
So have you got to walk quite far? Like
Well, you've got to
drop
get,
a car off and
you've-
then go. "Ah."
No, you've got to get like public transport in between and that. But
You have to bus in it
Well,
everywhere.
yeah, you're busing trains, but you claim it back on expenses because it's self-employed.
Oh, flying it.
Is that good money too? Do you get
Yeah.
paid per job?
Yeah, because each job's different because they've got different contracts with different people.
Oh really? So
Yeah.
what's over?
But I don't know, like, I don't know.
Imagine
who
your
the
car
contract
breaking and I
was
ring
with.
someone and you turned up at ours. I'd be like that. No.
No, it's not like that. It's
You know
not
what I
like
mean? I don't
that.
have my car.
It's
Leave it
not
there,
like
lad.
that. But say if you were selling your car tomorrow and you put it on, like, if you've seen the advert on the telly, motorway,
Yeah.
and it's got the fucking massive calculators and
Yeah.
everyone's jumping on them and shit.
Yeah.
Well, they sell like buy cars and like garages to buy a car.
So how did you land this job?
Someone I know, my mates, does it?
Did you have to do an interview in that for it, or is it just
Well,
like just signed up?
sort of, but
Don't
you
give me
turn
your
up-
car.
Say it up,
No,
mate.
you-
I work here, mate.
Nah, like,
Did you go for your interview like that as well? Because your fucking car, lad.
Well, no.
Nah, you just email.
That car's
them.
off.
You just email. You just email them and ask and like say the word of mouth, and then it's usually like a referral thing.
You on good
so
money
just-
for it?
Yeah, it's decent.
How
money,
much
like,
per hour?
well, it's not per
Money,
hour.
money,
It's just fucking depending on how much you work.
How many hours are you working though?
Don't get me wrong. Like sometimes you leave the house at like 4 in the morning and don't get home till like 8. But at the end of the day,
3 in the morning.
yeah. But then at the end of like the other week, I worked Monday and Thursday and earned £9 ton.
Sound
Just
that's
off 2 days, and
That's
it was
all right,
like
that.
on one day I went down to Plymouth, got an Exeter.
Oh, you're like all over the place, are you?
Back all over the country, yeah. But one day I went down to Exeter, got a train to Plymouth, and then got a car from Plymouth to go to Manny, and got a train home. I left the house at like
The worldwide.
I left the house at
Well, why?
Mr. fucking UK. I left the house at 12, like in the night.
Yeah.
Left the house at like midnight and got home at like 6.
in the
Well,
morning.
No, 6 in the day. But Oh no, not 6, about 8 o'clock. So I left it. It was like a good fucking shift, like, and then it didn't work. Tuesday, Wednesday, work Thursday. Done like another 4-ton day, and or like 4.5 ton, and then in 2 days I earned 850. So I didn't work for 3 days. But you're putting in the shift. Do you know what I mean, for the 2 days? So it's not bad.
So you work on 2 days, then you're off the rest?
Well, it's if I wanted to work the rest.
Why didn't you just work the rest then? Well, you'd have to do it.
I made the fucking dough.
Yeah. It's a lazy man mentality. That.
No, I know, but
I've just made 800 quid in 2 days, and I didn't work tomorrow.
When you could have made, well, why if you were doing £800 in 2 days, you'd might as well just finish the rest of the week.
I was
like, sorry, Andrew Tate.
Lazy.
No, but I was fucked.
Lazy, says the kid who's not got a job.
Says the kid who said before. Oh, lad, do you know what I need to get myself a job soon. Do you know what I'll do, right? I'll complete this Hogwarts legacy first, and then I'll get myself a job. That's what he said, lad.
Get a job working from home, get 2 computer screens,
Man,
and you're fucking laughing.
Expelliarmus! Chris, go to Plymouth, lad.
Yeah.
But no, if you, I'll work with you.
On Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to Peterborough, coming home, and then got a job in Peterborough, coming home, going to the cathedral.
What do you do when you trains? Read the book on that?
Sit there.
It's fucking look for work for the next week.
Look out the window and
Because it's on like, do you remember when we used to work in the
It's that video on
and you
the
put the
video.
jobs up and
Yeah.
you've got to pick the jobs.
Yeah.
It's like that, but on a fucking portal. So
Are you alright with linking them up and that? Like, oh, if I go there,
well,
and I'll do
there's like a thing where it's like you've got a watch list, so you can, like, if you go, oh, that goes there from ours, and then there's a job coming from like over here to ours. If you watch them 2 jobs, you look on the portal for something that gets you over there.
So is it not like an hourly rate?
No, because
Is it just
different things have different contracts? So like British Gas have got a contract and they pay decent money, and Royal Mail, but then certain jobs don't pay good money. So like you won't even get 50p a mile. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck that.
But you'll have,
Says
but
the
if you
good
ring up,
Yeah.
but if you ring up, you could probably get more on the job. Do you know what I mean? But it is decent, and the money's decent. Like,
Oh, there's always work.
yeah, but it might not be in your area. So 1 week you might have like a few days where you're fucking travelling down south, and then you've got to fucking.
Do you get them mostly up these ways, or you know?
Sometimes, yeah, but you've got loads of drivers, and like there's like group chats where they all talk to each other and help each other out and that, so you can get around dead easy.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking tomorrow. I'm picking a lad up and taking him to like Telford, which is by Birmingham, because I've got to go through Birmingham to get back up to Liverpool. I could go across the top, but it's just fucking.
But you're taking them in your car, and then you're going to pick a car.
No, I'm going to pick a car. I've got a car on outside ours that I picked up yesterday to drop off tomorrow in Peterborough, and then I'm picking a car up in Peterborough.
Should we go to Chris
take
and
home.
smash the car?
And then and then I'm going to
Leave it on
Peterborough,
bricks, lad.
another car like 2 miles away, to then
Mad, that,
drive back to Liverpool to
It
to drop off at the
sounds too good to be true,
It
doesn't it?
does, yeah.
But the thing is,
It's
though,
a
people
Ponzi
say
scheme.
because of the hours, isn't it a fucking joke? And you're like,
pyramid.
yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm not really working. I'm driving.
At the end of the
Do you
day,
feel like
it's nice.
Nicolas Cage and Gone in 60 Seconds, lad? Just fucking robbing cars everywhere?
Is that what that is? He's just from
Have you
different
ever
cars.
seen it?
No.
Oh, shit.
I like Nicky Cage. Like.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
That, you know what? That actually does sound. Do you like it more than your other gaff? What was you doing in the other gaff? It was like a lecky place, weren't it?
Yeah.
What was you doing in there?
Well, selling lecky bits.
But just on the.
Selling Larry bits. Like what, lad? Yeah, lad, here's some wire.
Was you just on like a shop?
Well,
Was
it
just,
is wire though, innit? Because how the fuck do you wire your house? With fucking wire.
Sorry,
But
Chris,
was you
I'm
just
not an
behind
electrician.
But was you just behind the till?
Yeah, well, basically, yeah.
Oh, so it was like going in the Asda, but for lecky bits.
Yeah.
Throw in the shop to do anything. Just a few lecky bits.
No, that's
Just get us
do
some
you like
lecky
this
bits.
though?
Yeah,
more?
well
Is the
better.
travelling not piss you off?
No, because you fucking you're seeing all the country at the same time. Like you've been to some mad places, like but and you've been,
Bradford.
and you,
Oh, diddly.
nah, you do.
Oh, what a cockamouth.
That Linda likes. Have you seen that? No. Oh, have you seen that? There's a woman who owns a pub in it. What's that? What do you say? Cockamouth.
Diddly.
Diddly, isn't it Dudley?
Oh yeah, fuck off. Her name's Linda Likes, and she owns the
Shop in Cockermouth.
There's something in Cockermouth, and the way it sounds like Linda Likes cock in her mouth or fucking something. Don't know. Had to be there, one of them.
Great chat.
Anyway, back in
Prince Andrew the musical.
Prince Andrew the musical.
Why? Why don't?
So I don't
I don't get other lads
no,
doing it.
I know.
Just shagging kids on stage.
No,
Sorry,
but
I
is
know
it
what
a-
I seen the other day.
but is it a
Weird.
spoof?
I hope so.
If you just said
Apparently-
gee whiz,
No.
I thought you meant, oh, gee whiz. I
No,
was
you
like,
said,
oh,
no.
gee whiz, Marty.
Say get on this.
Right, so get on this. Right, so I was looking at the other day and I thought, gee whiz. No, apparently, now I don't know how true this is. It could have been a blog article, but I've seen it, and if it is true, it's weird as fuck.
Okay.
Apparently, Netflix are commissioning £2 million Netflix comedy special for Prince Andrew.
What?
What?
But like, as in he's the comedian, or it's about him.
He's the
Imagine it being the roast of Prince Andrew.
Surely he can't be benefiting. Well,
Fuck
I know,
off.
I know he's fucking
Bruce Lee.
royalty anyway, and he's Bruce Lee, but like he
Is he
surely
just
can't
gonna
be
start-
benefiting now more than fucking off all this.
I'm gonna Google it because I might have just told lies there.
Innit? That can't
You
that
were
be
on-
Surely to God he can't.
The
When
the
you're
royal
saying
family
about
wouldn't
the
allow him to
musical-
do that.
No, imagine if he did though. Imagine if he come out and he's doing. Imagine like, welcome to the stage, Prince Andrew. And he just walks out like, Dan.
And he walks
Da-da-da.
out. He walks out like that, and he's got sweat marks under his arm, and everyone goes, "Liar!
It can't be him. He's sweating.
Liar!" But the Prince Andrew the musical, surely that's got to be like a spoof, like a piss
It's gotta
take, innit?
be. It's gotta be.
I hope so,
I'm
lad,
sure
'cause-
I've seen something that like it is comedy, but how can you? There's no fucking comedic spin on
Paedophilia is
bumming
never
kids.
funny.
There's no comedic spin on bumming kids.
No, did he? No, like you can make jokes about it, but realistically, no one's ever looked at a kid being bummed and went,
That'd be a great musical.
"That's clever. That's funny. I get that.
That's
No,
what I'm
I get
saying.
it. No, carry on. I get what you do.
What's the music? What would you be like? I went on Epstein Island. What's it gonna work?
Do you know what, lad? Someone commented the other day about his hand movements being proper gay. And then he goes,
Yes,
well, on Epstein.
know,
Epstein Island.
It's pretty. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
pretty. Can't call me Luke Pence. Listen, right? How would it, like, is that what it's gonna be though? Is it gonna be like shit like that? So please get it up and like research this,
Right, okay.
because we can't just go off. Oh, there's gonna be an Prince Andrew the musical, and then that's it. I need to know
Prince
more about this
Andrew.
before I start buying tickets.
Anyone want a sweet?
Go on then.
Oh, yeah,
Is
go
there
on.
any fruit salads left?
Gives a wham.
I was going to say, and any wine bars?
Gives a wham.
There's a one
That's
bar.
my one.
There's a fruit
It's all
salad.
A wham.
Oh, good catch.
A wham bar. Right, are you googling this?
I've got it Googled.
Prince Andrew the musical.
I think he doesn't. I don't think he likes the blackjacks. You know.
I wonder how many.
Blackjacks are lovely.
What are the theatre award? What are the not the Oscars? The one they do for theatre. What's his name? He's got a proper weird name, but he was a massive actor back in the day, and they call it after him. Walking around. Okay.
Oscar Wilde, the Oscars.
Is that why
the
they call
BAFTAs?
Is that why they called that?
No.
Oh.
Oscar Wilde's a fucking
Theatre
writer,
Awards.
isn't he? You've got the Tonys,
The Olivier Awards.
Grammys.
the Olivier.
Who's asked
Oh,
winning an
Oliver.
Olivier though? I'd imagine being like, oh yeah, I've won an Olivier.
I'm asked if you're in Grease Lightning and Olivia Newton-John, you're dead.
That's like bottom shelf award.
She dead now?
that. Yeah. She had a cancer, didn't she?
Is she? Oh.
Heavy that.
She
Ah
got
well,
rid of-
Prince
she got
Andrew the
rid of-
musical.
She got rid of that chewy out of there, Danny.
Ah, fucking hell. Rhythm is a dancer.
Oh yeah, it's a musical comedy. But like yeah, but I mean,
A musical comedy
She's
about
not the one
what?
that
though?
like I
About
hope
him,
they're not
like, fucking
like
touching kids up.
I hope it's them taking the piss out of him and not them trying to make it seem like, oh look how funny Prince Andrew is, what a guy, what a stellar chap. He's a paedophile.
No, it's
Such
obviously going to be.
subject,
It's
innit?
obviously going to be the first one, innit?
He touched loads of kids.
Hey. who's gonna play Prince Andrew in that though? That's a brave move, innit?
That's a no.
This isn't good podcast, I'm just chewing.
It's
down
Harry
my-
Enfield. Harry Enfield's playing him.
Oh, lads, I'd go and see that then all day. That's probably changed me take on it.
Yeah.
That's probably changed me
You
take
can't
on
go
it.
see it. It's only on Channel 4.
Oh,
Do you know he is
was it not an actual
Lily
film?
Allen's stepdad?
What?
really?
Yeah.
So he's related to what's his name from Stranger Things?
Harry Enfield.
No.
David
He's-
Harbour.
That's her husband though, innit?
Yeah, so Lily Allen's her stepdad.
Lily
That's
Allen's
it.
her stepdad, is it?
I think it's stepdad. It's either
Kevin?
stepdad or godfather.
Perry, it's
One of
Oh,
the-
oh yeah. Okay,
It's
yeah.
either stepdad or godfather because her dad, Lily Allen's dad's Keith Allen, who done the Vindaloo song.
Vindaloo.
Vindaloo, na na. That's it, our fella. And
Is
then-
he?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it?
Keith Allen, yeah.
Do you know what it took me a long time to realise this, and I'm sure even someone told me or I read it up somewhere. No, the Lily Allen tune. Oh, she treats me with respect.
Yeah.
He says he loves me. I used to sing that all the
I've
time
been to see her live.
when,
She's sick.
when I was a kid. I've only just found
She's
out.
got 3 nipples as well.
Has she?
So whole three.
It's obviously down there, isn't it? I only found out like the end of last year that song's about meeting a lad who's proper nice, but he's shit in bed.
yeah.
I did not know that, you know.
Really?
Listen to the song, bro.
Listen, I never used to like listen to them. I used to just know the words.
Listen to the lyrics, bro.
Bobby's there like, and I'm lying in the wet patch in the middle of the bed. I'm feeling pretty damn hot on my.
She just reads
Because I
herself.
spilled me cup of
Why did
tea.
I make that? Why did I make it sound like I was getting some way madness? I was like, I'm feeling pretty damn hot on my. Anyway, I'll put it into the musical. Right.
Harry Enfield, he'd be funny to play him.
Joe Wilkinson's in it.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, I love Joe Wilkinson.
Who's he?
Joe Wilkinson.
The big
Yeah.
hairy fella off Countdown.
No, I know who he is, but I mean, who's he playing?
Oh, who's he playing in it? One of the kids who gets
The
fucked.
Queen,
I
innit?
hope it's Epstein, you know. Because surely, if they're going to be taking the
Let me
piss
have a
out
look
of
at the
him,
cast. Let me have a look at the cast.
you just touched me one bar.
Go ahead, I'll eat the rest of it. Lad, you touched me one bar.
Like,
Lad, get off me one bar, lad. I reckon we have a word from another sponsor. Matty, what sponsor we got, lad?
We have Manscaped. Using WHP20 at checkout gets you 20% off all orders with free shipping. Now, what sort of products did you do, Gary?
They've got loads of products, lad. Got the Lawnmower 4.0, fantastic razor, right? Helps reduce nicks on the ball bag. It's waterproof. It's got a light on it. You can get in all your crevices under your big fat Ned Kelly and everything. And shave, it's sound. They've also got the Weed Whacker, which Danny loves. It's a personal favourite for Danny. The Weed Whacker. You get right up your fucking nose like that. Zzz. It made me come the other day, you know. I was on the Weed Whacker and I was pure like, I got like population paste dribbling out of my foreskin and everything. Lad, it's such a nice sensation, you know. And you know what? While I had all population paste everywhere, I gave it a little clean and I got the crop preserver and the crop preserver out, lad. And fucking
Wonderful.
freshened it up. It was beautiful. What else did they offer, lad?
And you also have the Beer Hedger Pro with titanium.
Beard? You said beard. The Beard Hedger Pro.
The new product, the beard range that they're doing, it's got titanium blades and it also comes with oils and balms. So get in touch.
Get in
WHP20 at checkout.
At manscaped.com, bitches.
All right, is something we talking about it the other day. China fucking spying on America and he shot it down. Did you see that?
Apparently,
There's no
Joe, that Chinese spy balloon that was over America.
Yeah.
America, the US Air Force shot it down with a pin.
Excuse me.
Popped it. And apparently China are potentially going to call...
And loads of dead babies fell out of it.
They can pull like it's like a right to retaliate thing. So like if China consider that...
Hang on a minute. How can you have a right to retaliate if you're spying on someone else's phone?
Well, no, because what China have said is, oh, well, that was part of an experiment we were doing, and because it's a balloon and it's that high up, it must have accidentally floated over.
You knew what you were doing.
They're like, you've shot that down. If China decides to consider that an act of war, they've legally got a right to retaliate. So, like, China, even though it would be a stupid thing to do, have got every right to declare that as an act of war if they see fit. I think.
Why are they spying? Just use Google Maps, lad. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got Street View
or
day.
send someone there, FaceTime them.
Innit?
Have you seen that on Google Earth? It looks like they've caught someone fucking getting rid of a dead body. There's a place on Google Earth, right? There's like a little jetty. It's like a little jetty from the land out onto like a lake. And then there's like a little hexagon shaped sort of pier at the end. And there's just like a trail of blood from on Google Earth.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I've seen
someone's
it,
at the end with like a fucking... I think it's a dead animal, but it's just like a trail of blood.
I watched the documentary on how they solved a missing person case off Google Earth. What was that? Oh, thank you so much. So there was like someone was looking on Google. The fella was a school bus driver and he was planning his routes. And it was only when Street View just first come out. Like not Street View, but you know where you look overhead and you can see everything and all that. And he was planning his route, and then there was like houses and beyond. I think it was Florida because they have loads of swamps and bogs in Florida. Don't they? And behind this house there was a big bog, and in the water you could just see the outline of a car. And then it turns out it was this fella's car who went missing for
I did see that.
Have you seen that? Fucking mad, innit? Yeah, honestly, and
yeah.
that's how they found the body.
Don't you reckon, right? About America, the way like Florida's got like all like swamps in there and that, and then like in within the same country as like swamps and all that, there's Arizona, which is a desert, and then there's like Alaska, which is like the fucking
frozen.
Like America's that big. It's got every climate within it.
Do you know?
You've got to remember is Alaska's basically Canada because it's
I know. Alaska's
separate.
Alaska's miles away. But
and then they've got Hawaii.
do you know you can fit the UK into?
separate
Do you know you can fit the UK into Texas 12 times?
I remember
Yeah,
I told
Texas,
him that.
man.
He was like, lad, no, you can't.
Did you?
I told you that, and you were like, lad, no, you, lad, shut up, lad, no, you. There's not a chance.
I
lad.
read something.
No,
I think it was on the.
You never said that to me.
I think it was on the back of Tiger King when Tiger King was a thing. There's more fucking large cats in
Yeah.
captivity in Texas than there is in the fucking the wild.
In the wild,
Yeah.
How fucking nuts is
Mad.
that?
Yeah, but
America's
I
massive.
seen something on someone's podcast. I think it might have been watching like Joe Rogan's.
Do you watch the
or
podcast, do
something.
you?
Traitor.
Whatever.
And it
Chris.
was like
Get out, lad.
all ears, fuck off. And it was like the numbers of big cats that get hunted. They'd be dead in like 30 years. I couldn't give you words out. They'd be dead quicker, so they'd be extinct quicker if
They
they're
weren't in
kept in
captivity.
captivity. So if you
Yeah.
let people hunt them, they'll be
Dead.
dead.
They'd be
And
extinct,
if they just leave
Oh,
them,
but-
if they just leave them in the wild, they'll kill each other that quick. And people will hunt them that quick. They're keeping them in captivity is the one way to keep
Isn't
them
it-
alive.
Oh, no.
I only agree
Come
with
on.
captivity if it's for like the rights of preservation. So like nature reserves in Africa where like because like in Africa like people go and poach like a lot of the
Yeah.
wildlife there and like
I love
there's
a poached egg.
there's there's people but I don't like poached elephants.
Yeah.
And like and there's like there's areas where they've cordoned off where like
yeah.
you're not allowed in and it's
Yeah,
a
but you've got to
preservation and
remember
stuff like that.
these animals that are kept in captivity, they're not kept in like a fucking cage like the size of this room.
I know,
They're kept
I
in
know.
a fucking
That's-
on the
but it-
vast plains of
Oh,
Africa,
no, yeah, no, I like
which
that.
is fucking like 70 miles
agree with
wide.
that,
Yeah.
but it's like sometimes like do you know when you go to like the safari park or like the zoo or something and you're looking and like even though the lion's enclosed, yeah, it's massive.
It's not, though.
It's like there's like 12 or so lions live there, and it's like
Yeah, but did you watch
Come on.
was it on Channel 4, Chester Zoo?
Yeah.
Or was it one of them? Like the well looked after lad. Like,
no,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
but it's sometimes I just
Yeah,
think
but-
like do you know when they've got like the fish in the tanks in like pets at home,
Yeah.
and you look at them and you think there's so much more to life that you don't know about.
do goldfish have 2-second memories, or is that a load of shit that you got told in school?
I don't know.
Should we Google that?
Go on, Google
Google
it.
it. Should we fact check that?
While you're googling that, right? Fucking animals. Like it's mad with animals because like I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian. I scran animals all day, so I'm not asked about like animals dying because I eat meat.
I want them to die.
No, but I eat meat, and then like I watch like Meat Eater on Netflix, like the Steve Ranella, who's a hunter, and he goes hunting,
Oh, okay.
and like Joe Rogan, he was like,
He owns his own food.
well, Joe Rogan was against fucking eating meat. He was a vegetarian. Now he changed and he's a hunter because he's against mass production of fucking animals for public consumption. He'll go and hunt, and he only hunts with bow and arrow. He doesn't have a good rifle, and he'll kill an elk and he'll freeze it down, and that elk will feed
Last
his
you from-
family for like a year.
Yeah.
So like and. There's fucking you gotta apply for tickets, and you can only kill like one animal, and it's gotta be of a certain age and all. That's what's lived a nice lifestyle. But then like
How are they gonna know how old the deer is? Though did they have?
because no,
It's the
like it's got
areas and
like
stuff.
it's like the antler size and all that you can
okay.
only, and there's
Like
loads
the
of,
roots in the tree when you
yeah,
can tell
yeah,
how old.
there's loads of laws against it, but like so animals and stuff, it doesn't really bother me. I realise it's the world, but I was watching that David Attenborough's Frozen Planet the other day, right? And lad, there was a bit in it, right? And it made me sick. And it was just animals on animals, but it turned my stomach, lad. It was these two orcas, 2 killer whales, right? Were out fucking in the sea, and these seals were just chilling
hate that bit.
on ice.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
When they make
And-
the
I watched
Yeah.
that when I was on acid.
And they're like, they come up to the
Oh,
ice,
boy.
they come up to like the little fucking floating ice, right? And they just pop their heads out, look at the seal, and like, they start fucking going, right, we're going to scran that seal now. And what they do, like, they swim in tandem together, and then they flick the tail up at the last minute, which creates a wave, which tips the ice, and the seal comes off, and then they just scran it. And lad, it was making me sick, and I was like, I know it's Mother Nature, and it's just animals killing animals, but it's hurt me stomach.
No,
lad.
I went through a phase of doing acid all the time, just like on my own in my room.
That's dangerous, that
and
look.
like it was a great time. I had loads of fun. But like I used to watch David Attenborough all the time, and like there was one day I was sitting with one of our mates. Can't say how it is. We'll get him in trouble. Sitting with him, we were on acid, and we were watching this David Attenborough thing, and it was showing you the Great Barrier Reef. It was all colourful, and I was like, that is fucking beautiful. And my parents were just sitting there watching it going, that is amazing.
And then
And
it
then
just showed you.
it changed it to like what it was like today, and it was just all grey and black, and it was like 90% of the Great Barrier Reef is now dead. And I was just like,
Yeah, it's a fucking shithole
but
now.
like flicking that switch when you're on the
Yeah,
acid,
yeah.
and you look, that's beautiful, that, and it's like dead now, and you look, wow, and it's all fucking bottle cap.
It is. It's just like driving
Cannings
through
and that.
Bolton Village and then getting to speak, innit? It's just horrible.
Going back to Africa though, do you know the poachers and that? Why did they do the rhinos? What's so special about a rhino? I know
The
there's
ivory
some,
on the horns.
but what does that? Is that for medicine?
It's
or-
expensive
It's
as fuck.
expensive, lad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't give a fuck what it gets used for. Some people buy rhino horns as ornaments.
But what does ivory do?
Makes pianos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
piano
Does it-
keys are made of ivory, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
I think now I think now the fabricator, it's a different fucking composite. I think it's a
What
plastic
is that?
composite or something.
Oh,
it's not-
yeah,
It's not just it, but there's other stuff. But it's like
It's a delicacy in it, like in the likes of China or Japan.
What, like the placenta?
Shark fin soup.
I was
Yeah.
literally gonna say shark
Fin soup is fucking like so.
It's meant to be flavourless
Yeah, but
and
you
got
not
no
remember-
nutritional
Do
value.
you not
but it's
remember when he
considered
went through a fucking stage of eating raw chicken? Did anyone see that?
No, I don't
He-
think I've
he
seen
did-
it.
Who?
Japanese.
Raw chicken?
Eat raw chicken, lad. It's
You can't
mad.
eat raw chicken.
No, lad. I
Stop
swear
it.
to
One of
God,
the most
Google
dangerous
it.
things, yeah. It's mad. They
And-
do all kinds
But
of mad shit, don't
the
they?
reason why it's not why they don't get salmonella like we do is because of the way we farm chickens is disgusting, and they're all in one coop and they're just
Yeah.
dirty as fuck.
Full of shit.
They treat them like royalty.
Yeah.
As in, like, they'll be in like a room like this. Not maybe like this, but like
On a podcast?
yeah, but it's like they're kept in that good a condition that
Any cockle
you
do.
can. They are kept in that good a condition that you can eat them raw. That's why they eat them raw. And it's
Ah,
like
I thought you can't eat white meat anyway.
Wagyu beef or whatever.
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef.
Why the Wagyu beef?
Why the Wagyu beef?
Wasn't he the kid in Transformers?
It was the everyone with Megan Fox, really. Wagyu beef!
Oh my God! Look at this Wagyu beef.
And then the second time he tried it, he went that waggy beef.
He's like Wagyu beef.
No, you're on that
That
Wagyu
Wakey
steak.
man.
Wagyu, yeah.
That Wagyu
The one proper
steak.
expensive
The
one.
one proper expensive. The reason that. Shut up, you sit. The reason that.
Fucking delight.
If you search it, Wagyu means well maintained. So it's just the way they're kept. It's only the way they're farmed.
Do you know what confuses me though? Because I consider myself quite a connoisseur when it comes to steak meat.
You need to stop having madry.
Like honestly, like I consider myself quite a connoisseur when it comes to steak. I've never had a Wagyu beef steak, but whenever
Your buff.
Wagyu beef,
I'm never gonna look all and nothing.
There was an
different,
accent and everything.
you know. That
It was the Wagyu beef. But
Wagyu
right,
beef.
do you know when you look at pictures of like steak when it's raw and that looks like a proper nice steak. When you look at the Wagyu beef,
It's got all the white in it.
It looks horrible.
fatty.
It
Yeah,
looks
that's
horrible.
what it is. It's marbling because
I know what the marbling is because you can get like a ribeye or something or a fillet and it's got like little to no
Fillet.
marbling or like a lot of Sorry, Wagyu beef.
Yeah, Wagyu beef, yeah.
But and marbling in steak looks nice, but that just looks like it's all that.
but it's yeah, it is.
It
but
is.
But it's how you cook it. So it's rendering the fat down to make like so it's dead fucking juicy. Like you've got to cook it right. You can't just get a Wagyu beef and just fucking
not
turn it on 180 degrees and just
ending that, is
cremate it.
No, never.
Never ending that.
But I
thing.
don't reckon it looks nice when it's cooked, me.
I don't
Nah,
like
it
fat.
does,
Like
lad.
The Wagyu.
there's enough fat on me. I don't like
What?
fat. Like
The Wagyu beef.
I take the fat off my bacon and everything. I can't handle it. And there's nothing worse than like when you order like a bacon on and like it's proper white, floppy fat, and I'm just like it looks like someone
worst-
sneezed on your butty.
Like, yeah, you know, when you cook
Is-
when you cook on bacon, you get all the smeg next to it.
That's salt coming out of it.
Is that
the
so?
way? It's the worst
Don't win it,
Have you ever seen-
fat and you go like that?
Yeah.
And then it just slaps back.
all that smeg. What are you saying?
I said the worst when you get a piece of bacon and you go like that, and then the fat just smacks you on the lip.
You actually bought. Hey, and you're on it though, and it's slapped against your chin. You're on it, lad.
You just feel go like I ate his
eyes are awesome.
I ate his Wagyu with some feather beans and a nice
Why is that proper knocking you sick?
lad, I've
Imagine doing that with the smell of lamb.
I ate his liver with some feather beans and a nice
Then he got
Wagyu.
it.
But yeah, no, like I don't mind the fat in the bacon, but it's got to be crispy.
Yeah, I love crispy
Yeah.
bacon.
No, but sometimes when it's too
love
crispy,
crispy
it's got
bacon.
that mad taste to it.
I love. Yeah, it just tastes like
Yeah,
cancer, doesn't it?
it's
Just crispy. Just tastes like cancer. Just pure birds, boss.
Yeah, it does though. It's got that mad taste, like cancer taste to it, on it.
Like proper chard.
Yeah.
Wagyu beef. Anyway,
Hey, we're getting mugs made with Wagyu beef and Chris's face on.
but I'm not having the. Oh yeah, so in terms of ivory, then.
Oh yeah, that's where we went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro-
So
it's
we
just-
went
it-
off on that rant.
Dead quick about pigs. That's what I wanted to say before I started walking. Have you ever had bacon and like yeah, and it looks like it's got like a fucking pearlescence, like fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Boss.
Do you know what that's from? So they feed pigs like pellets with like fish oils in, and it's when a pig's had a heavy like fucking fish oil diet. It's the fish oil in its fucking in its bloodstream and in its meat.
I've fully answered it, and yeah.
I don't know that meant it was good bacon.
Do you know what it looks like? Do you know when
Looks
you
like
put?
the garage in the rain.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like
a shiny match
What's
attack.
your
Yeah.
thing? Do you like smoked or unsmoked? Because I know
Unsmoked.
big people, loads of
Unsmoked.
people
If you're eating smoked
fucking
bacon,
nuts.
I'd fuck
Yeah.
Why do you smoke? Do you smoke bacon? Do you have smoked
Lad, I
bacon?
don't like
No,
you smoked
unsmoked.
bacons.
But I mean, like loads of like people proper swear on like
Nah,
just having
I
one or the
ate
other.
smoked bacon.
It's not nice. It's like, why does my bacon taste like bifters?
I can have streaky bacon that's smoked.
Nah.
Yeah.
Machines,
I like, nah.
Yeah,
No, you can't.
Oh, Machines, you smoke bacon?
Don't have Mackey's bacon is the
Is it fat, yeah?
worst.
It's the old Joe, what do you do to cook it? You steam it.
Oh.
Lad, you can
Steamy.
fucking tell it as well. It's still floppy
Yeah.
in there. Never seen.
And then,
Wait, what's knocking you sick here? Just the bacon altogether? Or the fat on the bacon?
I have associations with food that just turn me. Like bacon is my favourite food, right? But there's certain times,
bacon.
and I can't call on it. Like it just happens where the smell of bacon cooking turns me stomach inside
Really?
out, and I vomit. Like at the minute, sausages. I can't bear the smell of sausages cooking.
Not that into sausage.
So me-
but
I like Richmond skinless. That's it.
Yeah.
Skinless.
Yeah.
It's got to be the Irish
Skinless,
recipe
whatever.
ones.
Yeah.
Like the fucking nausea.
I'm into them. Oh, naughty.
with no sauce.
When my beard,
Where you fucking sue, right, mate?
when my beard was cooking, the kids' sausages the other day, and I walked and I had to walk out. I was like that. Ugh.
But what's making you feel sick there though? Just
Fucking weird.
just a bit the fat though.
I don't know. Probably yeah. It was just the thought of like horrible loose fat, just like.
Slapping you on the lip.
What was he saying then?
Goldfish's memories, by the way, can last up to a month.
Can they?
The goldfish can recall a memory from up to a month ago.
Mad that.
Oh really? Oh, so
Yeah.
that's a load of shit then.
Yeah, apparently so.
Remember when I was a kid and I used to go, "Hi, I'm Bobby," every 2 seconds just so to try and remember me.
That's so sad, you know. Did you not get hugged when you were a kid?
He was your
lad.
man.
Seen a video before, right? And it reminded me of you. There was
me?
of him. Yeah.
It's not going to be something good. Carry on.
No, what is it? It was like
kid who had AIDS.
no, it wasn't. It's not bad. It's not bad, right? I seen a video that reminded me of you, right? And it was just this choir, and like they're all singing, and then someone put like was video of like the telly with the fucking choir on. They went, that one person who takes it too far, and this woman was just singing, and the choir are all in full voice. She just goes, la, la, la. And just started throwing the song out loud, and I was like, it's Danny.
I always do weird shit. I've done it before. When he picked me up from ours, we were driving up the road, and there was this woman walking past, and as we were driving past, she was just staring.
With a child.
I just went,
With a child.
like, don't look at me.
Right, so ivory is used for produce, ornaments, figurines, and small carvings, as well as items like jewellery, piano keys, and chess sets. But
See, I love elephants, so when I ordered the chess set the other week to play chess with my mum, I got the glass one.
oh, so the Vikings used them when they would drink that.
And you'd think, what was the ale called?
When they were drinking out of them.
Oh, when you drink that.
Oh no, when they drink out of them and be like.
It might not have been rhino horns though, because Vikings are from Norway.
It would have been like fucking
What are them? Mammoths.
Mammoths.
That went extinct after the Ice Age.
But they were still finding the
I've
tusk,
seen
weren't they?
something the
But
other
how
day.
many fucking mammoth tusks think they found in the middle of Norway?
I don't
in, like,
know,
the
lad.
fucking
I don't know
1300s?
Vikings, lad.
I seen some.
Well, yeah, I'll watch it. Ragnar.
I seen something the other day about it. Apparently they're trying to like they're combining certain things DNA to bring back mammoths.
Oh, yeah, see,
Haven't we seen this? Isn't this a film?
Night at the
And why
museum.
not to do it?
No,
Jurassic
no.
Park?
No, it's actually.
I went Spice Age in my head then.
They're trying to do it with dodos. They're trying to bring dodos back.
Trying to make dodos mammoths. Gonna be fucking scary on this bar, mate.
Did they not
Leave it
watch
alone.
Jurassic Park though?
But then, like see,
Yeah, but
then,
that mammoths are fucking veggies.
here's what you got to
Yeah.
think, though.
Still stand on you.
Here's what you got to think, though. What's going to take over first? The mammoths or the robots? It's a race against fucking time. What if the robots come in to kill us riding the backs of mammoths?
That'd be great. That'd be a great picture. A robot on a mammoth.
But why would you want to bring back? So what's so interesting
mammoth?
about a dodo?
I don't know. Whether,
A mammoth.
apparently, they were the
Big,
stupidest.
horrible birds, aren't they?
This big,
They were
horrible
fucking
birds.
huge. They'd fucking kill everything.
Do you remember that article where they found this bird and they thought it was like an exotic fucking albatross or something?
Oh,
And it was
yeah,
just
see,
full
you
of
with curry on.
sauce, yeah.
Have you seen this bird? I don't know where it's native to. I think it's native to somewhere.
Something.
It's native to somewhere in Africa, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And It kills alligators and crocodiles.
Fuck off.
It's like 5 foot tall. Right?
Bird.
I don't know what it's called.
Get
but
on this,
Is it
then.
the condor?
It might be, you know, and lad.
What?
The condor.
Condor.
And like,
Because it's when you play golf, it's one better than an albatross.
right, okay.
No, it's not. Right there.
Nah, shut up then.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Albatross is your second shot on a par 5, isn't it?
No, albatross is your. You've got birdie eagle.
No, it's only on a par 5.
Yeah.
Wait there.
You can have a condor. It's a hole in one on a par 5.
Yeah.
Check it.
If you get a hole in one on a par 4, it's an albatross, isn't it?
But if you get a hole in one on a par 5, it's condor.
Yeah,
and you want to
golf.
see
I
the
thought it was just a hole in
fucking
one.
size
Like
of them, lad.
3 woods.
The fucking
No, wait. Has anyone ever got a hole in one on a par 5? That's not
7
happened.
irons.
someone else like
Never. I
years ago,
can't see that ever happen in par 5.
but a condor, lad, its wingspan's about 5 meters.
Yeah, the bird itself,
fucking-
5
And
foot
it looks
tall.
like a
Huge.
Vulcan.
Yeah, the fucking
Oh,
massive,
looks
lad.
like
That's the right
he's got
bird.
a testicle on his head.
Is that the right bird?
Testicle head.
No, it's not that.
Look, that fella with it there. Just
Not
fucking
that,
Sharon.
Condor.
That's an Adenian condor.
No, it's not that. It's African bird.
What are the
that's-
dogs that kill bears? What are the
Kills-
Siberian somethings? Tibetan Mastiffs,
Tibetan
aren't they?
Mastiffs, yeah.
They're cool.
Massive.
That's it, lad.
And
That's it.
no, but
Look at
Ridgebacks, weren't they?
Terrifying, bro. 5 foot tall. Big fucking...
Actually,
Stick a picture of that on the screen.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
Oh, them
Fucking
I'm on.
evil, them
I'm on
lad.
them. What are they called?
Shoe bill. It's called a shoe bill.
Oh, because of its horn.
Look at that, lad.
Them Tibetan mastiffs
Evil
are
looking
fucking-
cunts.
And they kill crocodiles.
Lad, it can kill them, lad. Just
Lad, I'd punch that. Lad, I'd
Lad,
punch it
shut
dead in me.
up, lad.
Why wouldn't I?
look at it, lad. It's approaching an alligator.
bigger than you.
there.
Let's see.
No fear.
That's its legs. Just snap the legs.
It's
Little
2 foot to
pencil leg. It's got pencil legs.
Yeah, but it kills alligators, bro.
The pencil leg.
Did you see the video somewhere? I think it was in Florida or something. The other day, and some fellas.
It's always Florida, isn't it?
Some fellas like video on a fucking like a lake or a river or something, and you're gonna see this little. You can't make out what it is, and as you get closer to it, video on it, and it's an alligator. Its head's about fucking that wide, like that, and it's just looking out the water, and it pops its nose out, and he just fucking legs it, lad.
No,
It's terrifying.
Thank you. But have you seen? There's one on the PGA tour. There was a little fucking like crocodile or alligator on the course, and everyone's shitting themselves. And this one golfer just comes over and just fucking like throws it in the water. It's like fucking not hard.
You'd have to give in the PGA.
Gotta get-
trophy.
take a
he
lap.
just
Yeah.
grabs it by the tail,
Yeah.
doesn't he? And
Yeah.
just
Cold
pulls
pressure.
it in. Have you seen the other one? No, the one in I don't know whether it is Florida.
The
or not.
alligator that's about
The
fucking
alligator
6 meters
that's
long.
fucking huge, and it's just fucking walking on the thing, just right on the fairway, right through the middle of the course. And
I
everyone-
reckon that'd be one of the
everyone
worst
just
animals to
fucking-
get killed by.
It's like fucking parting of the Red Sea. Everyone just stands off to the side and watching this thing. Just,
Go on, is that yours then?
What?
What's the worst animal to possibly be killed by? Go on.
I mean, factually speaking, I'd have to say a bear, because bears don't do what like tigers, lions, they do. A bear won't kill you, then eat you. A bear will
Play with
just
you.
start to eat you.
yeah,
It'll
bears.
just grab you and start eating you, whether you're dead or alive or not.
I reckon I think more down the route of like a black widow spider or something, because have you seen what they can do when they bite you? Like the process that you go through and that
Yeah,
before you
true.
die, it looks fucking horrible.
Or a snake or an anaconda, because I wouldn't
Well-
want to be bitten and then they wrap themselves around you and
crush
you
you.
Oh
suffocate
yeah,
you.
see. Well, have you seen do you know the way you can get like the venom out of a snake where they put like the teeth
Yeah.
on the
Press up
jaw
on it,
and
don't they?
whatever? Well, someone done one, and at the bottom was like human blood or like pig's blood or something, and then when they put the venom in,
It starts sizzling, doesn't it?
lad, it doesn't sizzle, lad. It just hardens. So when they take it out, it's like frozen jello. But
Oh,
that's what it
fuck
does
that.
to your
They
blood
go
on the
like
inside.
that. They go like that, and then they go like that with it, and it's just a big clump of blood, and then they go like that, and then
And then
it
it
flops
just-
to the other side.
It's like
that,
hard.
lad.
The blood
Nah.
that turns hard.
Like
It's
jelly.
horrible.
Nah,
You know.
I reckon
horrible.
like I'm thinking like a gruesome death. Like imagine an alligator, lad, like a big fucking like some of them are like 3-4 meters long, aren't they? Some of them
Yeah.
are fucking huge. They weigh about 350 pounds, lad. Imagine one of them just clamping down on you there on the side, lad.
The
Because
other thing,
their
lad, is
teeth
a
aren't like
shark.
lions where it's like perfectly. They're all jagged and fucking they just rip, lad. Horrible.
And a shark as well. Shark would be horrible.
That'd be terrifying.
Sure.
Imagine scuba diving and the water's all blue and murky, and then you
Yeah.
just see
This big
shark.
bull shark.
Dun,
bull
dun,
shark.
dun,
Fuck
dun,
that.
Have you seen the Sawfish from Australia?
Oh,
Yeah, they're horrible.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Petrifying.
These are horrible.
But
Did these do you know
thing is
swordfish? Did they?
No, not a
pair-
Not a
saw.
swordfish.
A saw?
Sawfish.
the teeth
Oh.
are like a fucking
It's
like,
like
a saw.
It's like a shark, right? That's got a long nose with loads of teeth on it.
Time for another word from another one of the sponsors. This time, it's T-Trades. Bobby, what does T-Trades offer?
Well, what doesn't T-Trades offer is probably the better question. T-Trades. T-Trades offers live courses on trading with cryptocurrency. She also offers crypto guides, stock market guides, understanding debt guides, and financial freedom guides. Also, if you want to invest with Tyler, please head over to t-trades.com. All the information will be on the website.
Link to it down below in the description.
We love you.
Oh. And is that all jagged and sharp? Like
Yeah,
look like a proper sword?
That's his nose.
Imagine one of them swims past your ear and just goes...
Imagine.
Have you seen a tiger fish?
Yeah, they're fucking scatty, them things.
Damn, nature!
You scary.
These.
I thought that was going in a very different direction then.
Or have you,
Goliath tiger fish, lad.
or have you got it by piranhas?
Oh, lad, yeah.
That'd be
But I reckon it'd be over that quick.
Fuck that.
That's
Is it
massive.
the fella up River Monsters?
Yeah,
I'm here.
yeah.
In Gwenta Membe
Goliath
now.
tiger
I'm
fish.
hunting.
He goes.
A river monster.
He catches them in fucking the Congo, lad. Look, the ferocious Goliath tiger fish.
He catches them.
Yeah, he caught it, right? And the thing is as well, like they're seen as like fucking the devil over there.
Yeah.
Like people hate them, and
Ew, them fish.
yeah, and he catches it, and it's like a
Defense.
dead long fight, and the fish is knackered, and then like, it won't recover because it's that powerful. Like the fish is fucked, and he wants to release it, and like the local guides who he's with are like, nah, you need to bring this fish back to the village, like, because this will feed our whole village. And he was
I
like,
remember watching that
he was like-
episode and it killed like 4 kids
Yeah.
in like the space of like a week or
yeah,
something.
and he was like, no, I don't like to kill the fish. I've got to release it. And he was like, you won't make it out of this tribe alive if you give this fish up now. Like, this is seen to be like a gift from the gods because this has been killing people and this will feed the village. You need to take this fish home now, otherwise, like, we're gonna kill you, kind of thing. Like, he gets threatened and that it's heavy.
Did he give them it?
Yeah, he's fucking.
What did that
He had to stop the show, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because he literally found everything everything he set out to find. He found it.
He done
So he
another.
had to stop
Yeah,
the
he
show.
done another one called Dark Waters,
Yeah.
and
Didn't pop as much.
it didn't pop as much, no, but he was fishing in the cooling ponds in Chernobyl, lad.
Yeah,
Because there was Wells catfish
seen it.
who had fucking nuclear fucking
Oh,
reactions.
and that he'd gone
they'd
stupidly
jet
big.
black and massive, lad. It was crazy.
Did he? And was he doing it?
Yeah, he was fishing out in fucking Chernobyl cooling
What
ponds.
a
lad.
fucking! How do you even get into that?
He
lad?
said
That's how
though.
mad
He
that
said
is,
though.
job.
He had to get off. Like he had like 2 hours worth of fishing.
Yeah, he
time
had the
because he couldn't stay
radiation
because of
fucking monitor.
radiation. So he had to.
I'd love to.
He had to go on.
And listen, all day, don't they're doing tours of it now, you know? Tours of Chernobyl because it's calmed down a bit.
Yeah, because they've put that fucking dome over it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Have
Have
they?
you seen that?
Simpsons movie.
You've like wheeled a fucking big metal dome over the reactor to contain the thing.
Yeah, that's because Russia started bombing them.
Oh shit, yeah. They did,
no, but
didn't they?
this was years ago.
Oh, was it?
Before that.
I know that they started bombing near the Chernobyl
yeah.
site, though, weirdos. Is it like that?
Exactly.
Listen, did you watch the actual Chernobyl show when it was on
Yes.
Sky One?
No, not seen it.
I've seen the
Lad.
first episode, lad, it was a bit
No,
shit. lad.
you know, you watch them, it's so...
It's accurate, isn't
You
it?
should listen. That could have ended the world. You know,
Yeah.
that could have fully ended the world. How bad that was. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think about all the time? I think it really scares
I'm
me.
sure. Sorry, I'm sure it was like America who picked up on it first because they were picking up gamma radiation coming over the sea into
Yeah.
America.
That's
They were like, "Where's that coming from?" Fucking mad.
That's fucked. Yeah, it's something that scares me all the time. Like I'll be sitting just playing on the Xbox, or I'll be sitting just chilling, just out of the wank, and I was gonna get my head down,
What you do?
and then I'll just think like Yellowstone.
Oh, fucking hell,
You know
yeah.
what's Yellowstone. It's this big volcano. It's in
In
America,
America,
somewhere.
yeah.
Yellowstone National Park where Yogi Bear lives.
Oh.
It's the biggest
Yeah.
volcano on the planet. Right, it's been dormant for years, and it's overdue an eruption by like something like 100 years.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was fucking Vesuvius. Not
No,
Vesuvius.
Vesuvius was the one in Pompeii,
over,
wasn't it?
like, when they predicted it was going to erupt by, it hasn't. But when this volcano erupts, everyone dies, bro.
It's made,
Everyone.
the ash cloud is that thick and that much that
It
it's
completely
covered the
blocks
earth.
The sun.
It just block
They
everything.
Die.
So everything will
And
be
it's
gone.
dormant.
But what if I've got a sunbed and ours? I'd still get me vitamin C from that though.
No, but like
Yeah,
every living thing would be under ash for
I'm just trying to
fucking,
think of something.
every living thing would be under this ash cloud for years.
But what if
because
I'm
it's
just
that
in
thick.
ours, lad? No, like what if I'm just in ours?
What if I
lad?
just
Lad,
turn the
we've
light
got our
on?
own clouds in Chester.
But
No,
what-
yeah, lad, like look, lad, I'll Google
So would that
Yellowstone.
genuinely kill everyone because there's an ash cloud?
Everyone
Yeah.
dies, bro.
That's our last because Yogi Bear lives there, doesn't he?
Not for long, lad.
And there's nothing they can do to stop it.
It's a volcano, lad.
Selfish America, lad. They think they'd do something, lad. It's their property.
Maraboo, innit?
Do something about it, you know what I mean?
Yellowstone ending the world.
Yellowstone
It
Park.
says,
Where is
here
it?
we go. Oh yeah,
Where's Yellowstone Park though?
America.
It's in it. Is it? Where actually is it? Is it Colorado? Or something?
Marabu, isn't it? Marabu.
How would Yellowstone eruption affect the world? It says it'd kill around 100,000 people instantly, and make most of North America uninhabitable if a huge amount of ash and dust would be thrown into the atmosphere. It'd spark a climate change that might trigger a mini ice age due to the amount of sulfur dioxide thrown into the atmosphere, reflecting solar radiation.
Doesn't say about everyone that died though. What does it say about people in Liverpool, lad? Are we all right, or I have to stress about
But
this?
no, yeah, no. If Yellowstone erupts, it'll end the world. And it's I'll Google how long overdue is it as well, just to really scare you. How long overdue?
I'm not scared. I'm
You
not.
seen that thing about the fucking dinosaurs? Like,
Jurassic Park.
when the fucking...
Sorry,
when
yeah,
they,
just before you do it, I'm going to say this. It says the two intervals are thus 0.8 and 0.66 million years. The average is I'm not reading that. Sorry, go on, carry on.
Oh no, you've scared me
It was
there.
like the
0.6 million years, bro. Fucking hell, lad. What am I going to do?
Sorry, lad.
Still waiting for you to scare me.
And it was like the...
Autism. Could be.
And it was like...
Well and truly.
It was like the effects of the fucking...
Wagyu buff.
the effects of Wagyu beef. It was the effects of the fucking the meteor that hit the earth and killed the dinosaurs, and they said within like a second or 10 seconds, around like 250,000 miles or 250 miles away was just evaporated instantly.
Well, like, we've all been to school and like we all listened to fucking science and the Big Bang and all that. But I was flicking through Netflix a few weeks back and I found this fucking like docuseries about like the planet, and lad, it was so intriguing. Like it just showed you in detail of like the fucking meteors hitting the earth, and
Where did it hit? Did people know where the meteors actually hit?
it was it was a shower of fucking.
Oh, so it wasn't just one direct hit.
What kind of
Had a bit of
happened?
head and shoulders, and just
So I don't even mean the one that like killed the dinosaurs. I mean the one that like started planet Earth.
Oh.
So before dinosaurs, not what it is. So planet Earth was just a fucking heat ball.
Oh, yeah.
two
It was-
things coming together.
too
wasn't
hot.
it, innit? Yeah.
And then it was fucking like an asteroid or a fucking comet or whatever exploded in space, and just a fucking loads of shrapnel just come flying towards Earth. And as they were just burying into the ground over time, like the fucking pressure of them, like fucking end up making fucking steam, and then heat, like water started to fall. And that's how the Earth just started becoming a living thing, because the Earth was just a fireball, lad, for fucking years before. It was so
Isn't it mad the way
intriguing.
all that shit happened? And
And now we're sat in a room in
where,
Chester
and where, yeah.
And now where you're like, yeah, but bro, if Yellowstone erupts, lad, it's game over.
But like that happened like 2.2 billion years ago. But like
Did it?
it never for us. Like it was like that quick,
like,
lad. Like fucking
Did it
hell.
happen? No.
Well,
We
do you
were
know
chilling
if
for
you
2
took-
point.
do you know
If you
if
never,
you-
you never put on his,
I've
if you never put on
seen-
Instagram, it never happened.
I seen something, and it was like if you took the entire time that this has been an inhabitable
Oh
planet,
yeah, I'm on
it
it.
was like if you were to take the time,
If you were to take
humans
the
were on Earth,
if you were to take Earth as a 24-hour clock,
and you were to take time, and like if you were to take
No.
Earth as a calendar,
As a civilization.
you're
and
confusing.
we were like the last second before New Year's, so we were like the
that
last.
doesn't make sense, right?
It
So
does.
if you know, it's so if you imagine the world as a 24-hour clock, so it started at 12 o'clock. As soon as it does its full 24 hours, it's gonna explode where everyone's dead. We're at like 1 minute to 12.
We're not even that.
No, it's not that. It's
We're
if
not
the
even that
world.
long, lad.
It's if
What do you
if
mean?
you put the
Like, if you
world
put from the Earth began to now,
In
when the
a-
planet was began to now,
on
we're
a
like
calendar.
we're like a millisecond, bro.
It's like if
that
you, you
always
know,
in a
it's what it
millisecond?
is. If
It's
you put it
fucking
on
not,
like if you put it in like a 365-day period, we're like 1 second before New Year's, which is fucking
Like, do you
terrifying.
believe there's fucking other life sources out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I was reading this the other day that NASA have found 2 habitable planets miles away.
Apparently as well, a radio signal came to Earth from somewhere in space, which proves for there to be a radio signal, like a frequency that's come from somewhere and hit Earth, that must have came from it's
Juice
they
FM.
reckon.
In the man radio.
It's back, baby.
Yeah,
Juice
but no,
FM.
yeah, lad, like so they picked up like a frequency signal coming to Earth from somewhere else in space,
As
and you
much
don't know
as
where it
much as
comes from.
fucking
Heavy
NASA,
that.
the fucking National Space Agency, whatever the fucking called, they're just dickheads, aren't they? Like, did you hear about them years ago? Like fucking, I think it was in the 60s or 70s. They they paid the company Parker, you know, Parker pens.
Yeah.
They paid Parker something like in excess of like $22 million to design a pen that works in space because of gravity, and the Russians just took pencils. Like,
That's so
do you know what I
sick.
mean? And they were like, "Oh yeah, but you can rub pencils out." But they were like, "Why you spend $22 million
Like,
on
if
a
you're
pen?"
taking notes in space,
Yeah,
Wait,
don't take a
But I
rubber.
don't
Yeah.
understand that. So
Because the ink wouldn't go down
yeah,
to the
ink-
ball pen.
Yeah, it's like
the pen.
oh, okay.
yeah, it's gravity that makes. the ink
Oh,
come out.
yeah, makes sense.
Just words floating around.
Yeah.
Because
Just
I've
start,
looked it up space.
just start making notes like
Well, you-
Charlie out of it. Always Sunny.
Yeah, but what
Just
you were
cutting them out of
saying then
newspapers.
what you're saying then about like the life source? Have you seen that Neil deGrasse Tyson said
I
something
love him,
and it
you
was
know.
like
Is he the Marini fella who gets
no,
up
he's like the
said-
black scientist with the muzzy who goes on Joe Rogan's podcast.
and he said on that podcast,
yeah, he's a heavy
he said
dude.
on that podcast, he said the way you can go on a game now, like you can go on GTA or something like that, you can create a world that can in that own world can create another world, and then in that world they can create another world. So how do you not know that we're doing
Yeah,
that?
we're just,
Yeah,
Elon Musk said
he
it.
said
How do you know
there
we're
is
not a
multi-
simulation?
He said there's multiple opportunities. That there's loads of people out
Where's
there
the
that are
game?
doing like this exact same thing now, but in another alternate universe. I've just got up and gone for a piss, or I've just
Go
fucking threw a sweet
Yeah,
to
money.
you.
I'm
or-
defo the main
Do you know
character.
what? I was thinking that.
I'm defo the main character. I'm not an arse, lad.
I was thinking before, like I was playing Red Dead before, and I was literally thinking about that exact thing. 'Cause I was riding past on my horse.
Well, do you
and
watch
then
Rick and Morty?
I watched. I think there was 2 deers were running, and one ran into the other one, and they both went flying, and they got up and then ran in different directions. And I was like, I know obviously every game's like programming, it's
Yeah.
code, but games like that, it's designed so like shit can happen by accident.
Yeah.
They make like the AI, like the animals,
like
or the
West-
people
have you ever watched
to have their
Westworld?
own,
Yeah.
have their
So
own.
if in another game they've just ran and just fucking went past each other,
Yeah. Have you ever watched Westworld? Like that? Westworld's good.
like Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds.
Free
Yeah,
Guy.
that's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
film.
Well, have you seen the
That's
episode?
like-
Have you ever seen the episode of Rick and Morty where he's got the mini universe in his car and it's his car battery?
Yeah,
And then his car stops working because in his mini universe they've discovered to make a mini universe to control their fucking world.
It is scatty, innit?
The
So
world's a
much out
scatty
there.
place, mate.
Like we're we're nothing.
There's
You know
a
what I mean?
theory, right? There's loads of scientists that are back in the. I don't know if they're back in the theory, but I've seen people speak about it mostly on podcasts. Like, so it's not like it's not science, but there's loads of scientists that believe the evolution scale that we're given from here to here, we started there and now here, is actually wrong, and there's sections of our own human evolution that we've either lost in time and have never discovered or purposely kept hidden for whatever reason, but there's certain parts of evolution that we don't know about, and it's because when you look at the, like, you only get skulls, and it's like Neanderthal and a human skull. Do you reckon in between the human skull and the one that was before the human skull is that different to the one before it in comparison to the scale of how all the others have evolved? There has to have been something in between what was before us directly and then us now.
And then what was that time? The ancient Egypt time. And what did they always say about ancient Egypt? They always say the buildings and the sculptures of ancient Egypt, they can't have physically been done without some advanced technology.
Have you
Ancient
seen that
Egypt,
fella talking
fascinating.
about that ramp on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, because there's no way they're going to get like thousands of fucking slaves, as they said, that was used,
30
pulling
ton.
them up.
But
Yeah,
like-
pulling up 30. You could,
30 ton
and what
fucking
does-
stones,
but-
perfectly placed them to, because by the time you get to the top,
If you misplaced one stone, it's all
misplace
off
one,
balance.
yeah,
Exactly.
it'd be fucked. And he said the way it's made is like one degree. It's perfectly aligned east, north, east, west, and south, but it's off by like a point of a degree to north.
It's just mad
It's
knowing
so
that we'll
weird.
never know, and it's the most interesting thing in the world. I think Egypt and the pyramids,
Yeah.
and it's like the circumference of the pyramid is the whole circumference of the earth, and the three pyramids
Times
line up with the Rhine's belt and
42,600
yeah,
or something.
something
the
mad.
coordinates of the Great Pyramids in Egypt as well. The coordinates of each of them, if you read the coordinates one after another, it's the exact number to the decimal point of the speed of light.
How long have we done?
Just over an hour.
Sound.
Oh, is it? And now it makes you think, though,
And
doesn't
then
it?
Rhine's belt.
If they're linked up to a Rhine's
And-
belt,
and-
maybe
and-
they're fucked off to there.
I'm
Is it-
sure it's the coordinates.
There was a show I watched on
is-
Netflix. I need to try and find
is
it.
the speed of light. Maybe it takes the speed of light to space.
Yeah, but there's one.
I wanna
I
go to
seen
space, don't
seen
go.
something the other day. And it's
Is it ancient Egypt or something?
in
Or Egypt history?
in the Sahara Desert on the very eastern side
Ancient
of it.
Apocalypse. It's called. It's on Netflix. It's called Ancient Apocalypse, and it's a journalist, Graham Hancock,
I love Graham Hancock.
He
Yeah.
And
reckons like the
and he goes and visits all these different civilizations, and he's like, there was an advanced civilization before us because all of these like inhabitants or fucking buildings or anything shouldn't be where they are. Like they shouldn't have been able to make them all those years ago. And he just strings loads of things together,
especially in the area which they were, which is that hot. It's not like inhabitable in Egypt, but to put the level of work in that would have been required, like for like manual human work, there wouldn't have been enough people in that area to be able to
it's even when you look at
in the end, apparently all these main buildings, like different like pyramids and like fucking temples at the top of a mountain, and you think, how have you got there with all these like rock forms and all that? They're all in perfect alignment with stars and
like that Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu, that's it.
I said but I don't know what it is actually.
Machu Picchu is in Mexico.
I think it's Peru, and it's like a temple.
But isn't the one in Mexico or am I
there's pyramids dating back to Egypt, to ancient civilizations all over the world, mostly South America.
Why pyramids though?
There's a pyramid in Scotland.
There's one on Hope Street.
No, but I mean like a biggish one.
Yeah.
There's one in Scotland down some woods, and you come out and there's just a fucking pyramid at the end of the wood. It's weird. I've got a video. There's a video on TikTok from it.
No, what I don't get about the pyramids though, there's still some holes that they haven't been down. Like, just knock it down.
That's the thing though, right?
But you couldn't knock it down.
Right. So knock them down. But listen, like, people keep going on about the pyramids, saying how the fuck did they build this structure, getting these massive rocks on top of each other? How have they built something inside of these rocks? Like, they've just been building blocks on top of each other, but now there's a big maze inside with rooms and tunnels.
But you know, like the very top floors apparently as well. I don't know how much suits in it. I mean, it could be. It could have just been.
Is
like
this them 7 tombs things?
Yeah, apparently the very top tombs are held up by pillars of like solid gold as well.
No, that's what I was on about. They're the 7-ton granite slabs, and they're like the same size as this room. Like granite slabs. How the fuck are you putting them in?
How can you be that advanced, that far ago, and now some of the places in Egypt are fucking skinting on their ass and fucking shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily like aliens came down and built them, but I think that...
The Polish come down and helped.
The
Polish got a great work.
Come down and read the instructions and they were like, no, but like that one, lad, you put it like 0.1 to the north wrong, you fucked the pyramid.
What the fuck?
What's that?
You should show me that pyramid in Scotland. That is scatty. Just in the middle
I
of
didn't know there was a pyramid in Scotland.
It's not fucking like massive, but it's big-ish.
That's what my bird says.
That's
not true. That's not real, that.
It is. It's in Scotland.
What?
Just a pyramid.
Send in that video so we can try and put it on the screen, Chris, if you don't mind.
That is a lot of shit.
But yeah, no, it is mad. Like, I think there was maybe, like, I think. And I mean, again, like, look, I don't read books or nothing, so like don't be trying to, like, I'm not trying to say this is right, but I think what seems more likely is people say, oh, aliens came down and helped build Egypt. I think what it was, right, is there was a civilization that got so advanced, but in an opposite direction to what we did. So where we went like technology, and now we're at the point where technology is eventually going to become AI, which is then robots, and it's going to kill us all. Yeah. I think they maybe went down a route of finding like natural technology, if that makes sense. Like Nikola Tesla, for example, is one of the most fascinating people in human history. He found a way to make energy completely renewable. It wouldn't burn fossil fuels. It would have all been completely free. Everything would have been wireless. And then he was at the peak of releasing this to the world, and the rest of them. All of his work got taken. A lot
Said
of it.
He was a nut job.
And and it is like, well, he weren't because it was working.
But why aren't they still looking back at that now?
Because
they're not looking back
like
at
that
it
with loads
because
of
of
things,
money. Because they charge people to use it.
But it's getting to the point where these fossil fuels and everything, it just, you can't.
But there's loads like that. There was a fella who worked alongside Henry Ford, because Henry Ford's being fucking accredited with making the first cars, isn't he?
Yeah.
And this fella was working hand in hand with Henry Ford, and he developed electric vehicles, right? And they were like, he told them what like fucking battery to go with, but like what fucking how to make this battery. And Henry Ford was like, no, I think we should do this one. And they just started blowing up, so they just kiboshed it and just stopped working on it. And now we're only starting to electrify vehicles properly now. Fucking how long ago? It was hundreds of years ago, like 100-odd years ago now. Like, how's it took that long? When the fella had the answer there, and because they just quashed it and was like, nah, don't want to listen to that. It's took that long to fucking bridge the gap.
There was a fella somewhere, I think, I'm sure it was America, but if if you're watching at home and you're getting curious about anything we're speaking about and you want to like fact check it and look into it yourself, Google it and do a bit of like, not like do your own research.
Yeah, because
like,
this is just a chat shit and song, innit?
Like,
We're just having a chat shit. So like, don't think everything we're saying is actual
like
truth.
we're not
just
saying
having a
it's
chat
true,
shit.
but these are things that like we've seen or
heard
heard and
of.
then looked into a bit and we're like, oh shit, yeah, there was a fella, I'm sure it was America, and he found a way to make a car run completely on air. Like,
Oh no, it was the one with water, and he said,
oh yeah, that was
and he
it.
said-
On water, and he said, to him,
these are gonna kill me.
Yeah, and they were like, and apparently he was getting threats from like people higher up, and they were like, you need to stop doing what you're doing. And he was like, well, no, I'm doing
but
it,
lad,
it's
it's
working. And then he died, and all of his blueprints went
Yeah,
missing.
because it's all about money and it's like cancer, right?
Exactly.
There's
Yeah,
got to
for
be a
us.
cure for cancer now, but the medicine to treat cancer generates more money
Than just curing cancer.
just curing cancer.
It's
So
very, I've listened
It's
to
the
40
same with
went
the
for the
pharmaceutical
scram.
industry in general. Like everything's curable. Like, especially the level we're at with technology and how far advanced like medical research has gone. Everything's curable. Why cure stuff when you can treat it?
Sorry, can we go back a minute? Because we were talking about Nikola Tesla and you went,
yeah.
they might have found like organic fucking whatever you said.
He found a way basically to
No, but
generate
not-
electricity from the air.
But you said, I think Egypt went
Yeah,
the
but that's
complete
wind.
opposite
Okay,
way.
yeah. So
but
I think
that's wind farms.
I
and that,
think
though,
what
innit?
it was, I think what it was like, no, but he was finding a way to like generate electricity from the air directly in this room to power them lights.
Oh yeah.
Not like a big fucking wind farm,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
the planet up in another way in itself.
Yeah.
So basically, like, I think what it was
Trying to fix that.
this like ancient civilization was really far advanced, but in their own way. And I don't know how they would have done it. I've not got like a theory with fucking proof to back it up. But maybe they found a natural way or like a holistic way to generate power, to be able to
harness
build,
the power.
to harness
Today,
certain
Junior.
powers. Chris, I'm an intelligent guy. Sometimes I stutter because my thoughts are so profound. I'm struggling to put them into such a simple two-dimensional language.
Sorry, when you said about stuff, I watched the Theo Von clip the other day, and he's talking. He goes, you know, I was seeing a video of this fella. He's like, and he had that disease, you know, the disease where you can't talk, and he goes, I stutter.
But yeah, no, I think like maybe they found like a holistic like natural way to harness like natural power to be able to build the like the Sphinx and like the pyramids, and like maybe they just died out. Maybe time travel already exists, so we went back in time and killed them so that we could do what we're doing now, make all the money. I don't know. But
But it's like, it's when you look at the hieroglyphics and that though, it's like
That's-
could be a strong, there could be, you know, it could be fucking aliens. Like,
But
why
what
were they
he's
so scared
saying-
of cats, bro? You know what I
What
mean?
he's
Like,
saying about it, what he's saying about hieroglyphics, they go on about hieroglyphics and the fact that they were using back in the day, like fucking like the DNA symbol
yeah,
for medicine back
yeah.
in the day, and now that's
The
used as
DNA
medicine.
wasn't fucking
Yeah, it wasn't even discovered.
until like 70s,
not-
80s.
It wasn't
innit?
even
It's
thought
nuts,
of
lad.
as DNA, like that. You know that symbol with the
Oh,
spiral with
yeah,
the
yeah.
lines through it. That was used in hieroglyphics
to describe medicine.
To describe medicine.
see, so why
But-
would they go into that much detail to tell you, like, that is what DNA is, that's what's in us, but then do a big fucking painting of a cat, lad, as if cats didn't rule him. Come on,
Well, have you noticed, lad? Do you know,
just say
do you know, like,
cats
No,
ruled
no,
ancient
but you know what I
Egypt.
mean? Like, listen to how much effort they've gone into to show us what a DNA is, but then on the next thing they're doing some big stupid fucking thing with a big cat head and it's like 18 foot tall.
It's a wolf,
Why are they
actually.
just, or whatever it is.
Maybe it was a god.
But why are they gonna do
Anubis.
that?
Anubis.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Why are they gonna do that if it's not something that they're trying to tell us?
Well, do you know,
Well, tell
do you
me
know-
that.
do you know the University of Liverpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know where Blackwell? Do you know where Blackwell's bookstore is?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So facing there, where Liverpool, the University of Liverpool is. If you look up there, there's sphinxes on top of like the university buildings and everything. It's mad, lad, scatter,
Nuts,
yeah.
lad.
Where's
Sphinxes and Liverpool, University of Liverpool down by Mount Pleasant ways. But talking about fuel, dead quick. Did you know McDonald's fuel all of their trucks with the chip fat from their restaurants?
See, you shouldn't be eating food that's cooked in something that can fuel a lorry.
Well, get on this. You know, when you watch the Mackey's advert and they go, this is all 100% British and Irish beef.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the name of the company.
Yeah.
So, do you know when they say we use 100% British and Irish beef, the company is called 100% British and Irish beef. So that's how they get away with saying it on the telly. But you didn't know that.
Yeah, because
Listen, I'm of well mind and I'm fit as fuck. So if I go next week, there's no why.
Well, did
Ronald
you
McDonald.
hear about
I should die at any point, really, I don't know.
Say again.
Did you hear about the suing of the McFlurry things?
The suing McFlurries.
Yeah,
No,
the
do you know
fucking machines
Joe-
are never on the
Joe
cheeky cunts.
McFlurry's. Joe McFlurry's in America, the machines, although it's Mackey's and it's McFlurry, the machines are a different entity to the actual Mackey's store. So when every time they say, like, the McFlurry machine's broke, them machines have got chips in them that go back to another company, not Mackey's, that own them machines, and like Cadbury's or something, and they go, well, this day you said the machine was broke, but on our thing,
shut
we
up.
know the machine's not
This
broke.
Fucking get
So
them,
we're
get all of
losing.
them.
Do you know
So
what?
we're
Like,
losing, though.
How many times I stress for a milkshake?
6 billion or 2.3 or 6 or so
Why
in
is
that
that?
range.
Isn't it a thing?
4 to 6 billion.
Because they can't be asked clean the machines, innit?
Do you know
Yeah, it
what?
takes
Like,
like
this
3
is why I
hours.
fucking love
But
this
that's
podcast
6
so
billion
much. How we
or
went
something.
from like you know, ancient Egypt and like, you know, it's all a lie. It's the
What
speed
was
of light.
he- what
It's the speed of light. So lad, the McFlurries, yeah, cheeky cunts.
What
Well,
must we talking about when
but
we first
Mel-
started?
Mel
Mel,
used-
How scum's that?
Mel used to work in Mackey's, and like, because when I first got with Mel, every time we'd order a Mackey's, she'd ask for a drink with no ice, and I was like, "Why'd you get no ice?" She went, "I worked at Mackey's for like 2 years." She
You would
said,
put less drink in.
"No," she went, "The amount of dead flies in the ice machine is disgusting." She said, "Don't ever get ice from McDonald's." She
I
went,
never do. I never
The
do
amount
it.
of dead flies at the bottom of the ice machine.
That's what I mean. This is what you've got to look at it.
And
I
you only
don't
get
think
half a drink anyway.
like loads of people have got like mad conspiracy theories about Mackey's. I don't think it's that. And nothing against people who work in Mackey's either. By the way, if I worked at Mackey's, I'd be the exact same. Then people do not give a fuck about that job. You know, if I worked in Mackey's and I was on like £10 an hour and I opened the ice machine and there were just thousands of dead flies, I'd be like, am I fuck cleaning that? Here's your ice, go and fuck
Because
yourself.
it's fucking roasting, innit?
Anyone who works in there is about 18, 19, they're in college, they don't want to be there, they're
Lad,
only
I-
there so they can go
I
out
used
on the
to- I
weekend
used-
and get a bag of Charlie.
I used to work with a lad who used to work in Subway, and
Eat fresh.
he said he had this woman used to come in every day on lunch and order a butty, and she was a vegetarian and she was a fucking rat. He said she used to always go to him, "Change your fucking gloves right now, you've been touching meat and all that." He went and he used to wind me up. He said, "We have a drip tray underneath the counter with all like the meat juices and all that drip into." He said, so I'd go, "Oh, change my gloves yet?" And he said, and I'd put my new gloves on and I just dip my fingers in the meat juice and then just rub a sandwich. Give it all meat juices.
That's it.
Thanks for getting this far on the podcast.
Now for a little word from our sponsor, Orange County CBD. Put them on the screen now. Here we go. Orange County CBD, use code Happenin10 at checkout and you get 10% off all orders on all products, whether that be your CBD oils, you've got your jellies, you've got your vapes, which are a healthier alternative to the likes of your disposable vapes with the nicotine in. And now they're also doing a skincare range as well. So if you want gleaming skin like ours, Orange County CBD, and use code Happenin10 in the checkout for 10% off all of your orders.
We love you.
Right, boys, I think we're going to call it an episode.
Yes.
Chris,
a mad one.
thank you for coming down.
No worries.
We appreciate it. We'll have you back again soon. It's
Thanks,
always a
man,
laugh.
always.
Thank you
It
so
is.
much for watching. This has been episode 48.
Shout out Lost Souls.
Lost Souls. Put them on the screen again once
Lost
more. There's
Souls.
links to them in the description. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We love you all so much. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, go and subscribe to it. Subscribe to the YouTube. And we will see you in the next one. Mwah.
Bye.